Hey everyone, today I'm just going to be sharing a little bit of information about one of our most popular franchise sales recruitment strategies that we use with a number of our clients, and it's our LinkedIn email outreach program. So, how this program works is that we reach out to a minimum of 80 prospects a day via email and LinkedIn that are highly targeted based on the customer's brand, geographic area they're wanting to target. And we send out a series of customized messages to generate interest in the franchise opportunity. It's one of our most popular and most effective programs. It's also our most affordable program. So it's worked really well for a number of our clients. So just to kind of give you an overview, I'm just going to show you kind of how it works, and then I'll show you a little sort of behind the scenes on this. So um, the first step with this program is we do a strategy call. So when we do the strategy call, we're really trying to understand, who would be an ideal prospect for your franchise. And sometimes it's just somebody with a good sort of management experience and good leadership skills. And sometimes we're also kind of looking for somebody who might be have a sort of a related background professionally, because often that will trigger more interest because they'll go, okay, I can see, kind of connect the dots. I was, for example, let's say it was an elderly care franchise. They were a nurse in their past, in their professional experience, or maybe they are in the hospitality industry and it's a restaurant franchise. So we're always kind of looking for people who have there's some sort of connection, but also have the management leadership skills that everyone's looking for. So those are the kinds of things we discuss in the strategy call: understanding your target market, your geographic area, etc. We also talk about what kind of messaging and how we present your franchise, and present all the benefits that you guys have to offer. Then we come up with a customized prospect list. So based on the information we've discussed here, we go through a database, which I'll show you later. We have a database of over 250 million contacts, and we can really get quite granular about the type of people we're trying to reach out to, and we create a list based on what we've discussed. Then we write a series of customized messages about your opportunity that go out in a sequence to each prospect. And once a prospect starts to show interest, we pass that lead over to you. And then you start to have conversations. So once a person, says, "Oh, yeah, that's interesting," or "Yeah, I'd like you to send me that info kit," or, "Tell me more about this," pass that over to you or your salesperson to then start engaging and getting on a phone call with that prospect. So yeah, and then the last step, of course, is the ultimate goal is to make sales. And we've definitely heard from many of our clients that they have been able to close franchise deals through these campaigns. It's very much a kind of um, networking, sort of a very volume-based quality networking tool is how I like to describe it, because you would never be able to do these 80 connections and per day that are going out. So there's really the volume which is needed for sales, because it is to some extent of a numbers game, but it's also about being very strategic about who you're targeting and what messaging you send out. Just to give you a little more perspective on our sort of tool that we use, our dashboard. This is a sort of a very proprietary system that we have here. So this is a dashboard of one of our clients who's doing this program, and you can see in here that there's a lot of different people that are being reached out to that are fitting the target for this client, and these are conversations that are happening. And so there's sort of this automated messaging. This was a LinkedIn message where they're saying, "I see you work in the community," so again, trying to connect with the person and understand why you're connecting. Sometimes we'll say, "Oh, I see you have a background in such and such," so that they see again that it's something targeted to them. They've accepted the connection, then an automated message goes out. It doesn't format quite like this normally. This is just how it shows up in the dashboard. It looks really nice in their inbox. And then, this person has said, "I'm interested, I'm based in Hong Kong, blah, blah, blah." And she can write back now and start to engage with that client. So here's one that's coming through via email. And the last mention she sent some information. Again, this is all automated messaging that we wrote for them, very specific to this brand. And asking, would you like an information kit? And they've written back, please do send me an information kit. So that's where she can jump in and start engaging with this lead. So of course, not everybody is going to be a fit. Even you're sending out 80 per day, not, there's a lot that are going to not be interested and so on, but just getting a few good ones and then, working those leads is really the goal here, and getting quality contacts. Some other nice features with this tool is there's a really nice live dashboard that shows you very detailed information on what's happening with your campaign. And then, of course, we send you monthly reports with a commentary on everything. To have a look also, which is kind of interesting, is the database that I was mentioning previously. So let's just go into here. Okay, so you can see here, this is kind of where we do our searches for contacts. And you can see based here that there's almost 275 million available prospects, meaning that's how many contacts we have. And then we go in and we do very detailed searches using all kinds of criteria, which you can see on the left here: salary, job role, keywords, and interest. And this is beyond what you'd find on LinkedIn. This is not just a LinkedIn database. This is LinkedIn plus way more information and prospects than what's on LinkedIn. But there are a lot of criteria like skills and interests and things like that that you can't necessarily find there. But it's really a great, very up to date. The data in this database is not old. It's always being refreshed, and there's a lot of criteria that we can look at to really narrow down that perfect target. So this is kind of where we start to form our lists for you. So that kind of gives you a little bit of background on this program. We've, again, had some really good feedback on it. And if this is of interest, just feel free to reach out.